Joe.
Could you explain to us what has changed in the rules of engagement with the Syrian regime? You're saying that the Syrian regime is being asked to stay or to avoid flying over the areas where the SDF and the Kurds are. In another way, you are putting like no-fly zones inside Syria.
Joe, what I'm doing is sorry, go ahead.
Explain to us what's the difference between asking the Syrian regime to avoid flying over Hasaka and Manbij and applying
Sure, and I think it's consistent with where we've been in the past, Joe. We've said repeatedly that we would defend coalition forces on the ground for one, and we would continue to defend our partnered operations. And that is an area in which we've been active. We've been clear about that. And so we're going to continue to defend our forces in that area. We're going to tell the Syrians and anyone else who may threaten our forces in that area, we will defend them. And they have a right to defend themselves as well.
Do you think the Syrian regime has the right to fly over its territory?
We are fighting ISIL. We have, again, forces on the ground supporting our partnered forces who are engaged in that fight, and we will defend our forces.
Last question. The policy that you are talking about in Hasaka and in Manbij, this could be implemented on other areas, for example, in Aleppo, for example?
We will continue to defend our forces in our fight against ISIL, as you know, and we will, as our forces move in Syria and continue their partnered operations, we will do what we need to do to protect our forces. As you know, we have not been operating in all parts of Syria, and so there are limitations to where we're going because our forces are not everywhere in Syria.
Have you been in touch with the Syrian regime through third party, for example? And what's the response?
As I mentioned, we communicated through the Russians to explain our concerns about what happened last week, and we think that was communicated effectively.
Are you okay with that?
You'll have to check with the Syrian regime.